What's up, YouTube family? So I did the unthinkable. That's right. I did the unthinkable. I sat down, got a pen and a pad, and I wrote down some things. I messed up a lot in the past, right? So if you're watching this video, don't feel bad if your business ventures in the past didn't go as you thought they would. All you can do is fix them in the future. So I did the unthinkable. And what is that? I actually purchased a course on virtual wholesaling. And this is the reason why. So my primary motivation for getting into wholesaling in itself was because, one, I really wanted to learn about real estate. I believe that owning real estate not only sets the right now, but it sets up precedent for the future. So anyone that comes after me and my family, they'll have their own property, right? Two, in order to wholesale, you really have to hone on and grow acquired skills. If you don't have a lot of money, you really need to know how to negotiate, build rapport, a lot of different things like that in the beginning. So it teaches you how to build that skill. But also, once you grasp the overall concept of wholesaling, once you build the skill of negotiation, once you know how to value property, different things like that, you legitimately can never, for lack of fact, you can never be broke again, right? You may be broke financially temporarily, but you won't be broke again because there's so much real estate. And when you're in wholesaling, the spread is actually large, right? If you're doing e-commerce and a lot of other things, it's good, but the spread is nowhere near as large as wholesaling. So building up the skill there, learning how to negotiate. Once you grasp those two skills, literally you can go flat broke today or tomorrow. You can know how to enter a market. You can know how to put a deal together and then be back on your feet. I've heard and listened to countless testimonials, countless YouTubes talking about people who during 2008 fell flat because they were over leveraged, but because they had the knowledge of wholesaling, they knew how to talk to people and knew how to put together deals. They were then able to build back up to $1 million within the next 8 to 12 months, which is, I mean, to be honest, man, it's unheard of. A lot of people that have digital businesses and things like that just sit behind a computer. Yes, they may know how to do things behind a computer, but when it comes to talking to people, to negotiating, if there ever was another crash or something like that, it would be harder for them to get out, shake and move, and then build that lifestyle back over again as fast as some of these people were 8 to 12 months, right? So just to say that I believe having the skill of negotiation, knowing how to close, knowing how to put together a deal, those are the skills that I'm working on myself. And if you're watching this video, you definitely, and you're in wholesaling, you should definitely be working on, right? But the reason that I got a virtual wholesaling course is because a few things. One of the reasons that I became an entrepreneur, the primary driver was I wanted change within my life, change within my family, and change for everyone that comes after me. So I want a skill set that allows me to make money anywhere that I can be anywhere. So if I take my family to Thailand or wherever that's not here in Baltimore, I can still have a skill to make money. If we decide to pick up and move, I still can have a skill to make money. And also, man, to me, it's really cool, different and unique to be able to sell a house that you don't own, to connect. Essentially, in the e-commerce world, it's drop shipping houses, right? To be able to drop ship a house from anywhere in the world, that's dope, right? But also it allows you to put together a team, so eventually it'll get to the point where all you have to do is have the systems in place and sign off on it, right? And also, I mean, right now I'm not living an extravagant lifestyle, to be honest with you. It's not. I am going to get a Nissan GTR. I'm claiming that, right? So when you're like, dang, you did say that, but honestly, man, I'm not trying to penthouse and ball out of control and things like that. I want to have enough passive sources of income that my family's taken care of, and I can start to change the paradigms of Baltimore, right? I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. If you've ever been in Baltimore, you know that Baltimore is really, really patchy. There's a full spectrum of things going on. If you aren't familiar with Baltimore, I'll give you a brief history. Because of the redlining, it messed a lot of things up. So there's parts of Baltimore where it's essentially the hood. Then there's parts of Baltimore where it's really, really nice. You'll walk through there, and if you're not comfortable with yourself, you'll be like, whoa, I don't even know if I belong here because it's so nice, right? So with that being said, in the hood, there are kids, there are people. Legitimately, I just ran into someone yesterday who, because they're from the east side of Baltimore, right? And I'm going to assume that you're not from Baltimore, but if you are, you already know what I'm talking about. If you're from east, west, there's like a big gap and divide, right? East side people like east side people, west side people like west side people. Of course, there's some things where like, oh, I'm cool with people over east. I have friends that are from the east side of Baltimore, from the west side of Baltimore. Then you have the south side of Baltimore, and then that's it, pretty much. But there are people, kids, and adults who are from the east side of Baltimore that have never left a, for lack of better words, 5-mile radius, right? And I think that's sad, because if you don't expand your consciousness, and if you haven't been outside a 4 to 5 mile radius, all you know is Baltimore, right? All you know is what's immediately in that radius when the world is so much bigger. So one of my main drivers for actually getting into real estate is to be able to change the paradigm of some of these people that are on the east side of Baltimore, some of these kids that are on the west side of Baltimore. I wholeheartedly believe that if I start owning things, I start teaching other people how to own things. And once I have enough passive income coming in, my dream is to take kids, adults, anyone who legitimately, I mean, of course they have to have something going on for themselves, but I want to take them from Baltimore internationally. Specifically, one of the places that I really enjoyed when I went was Colombia. So I'm really diving deep into real estate, learning how the laws work over here, and then building up enough capital to acquire real estate international. I wholeheartedly believe that the gap is getting smaller and smaller between the U.S. and foreign places. And once I'm able to have enough passive income coming in, start up a company, and start getting these people that have never been out of a 4-mile radius, taking them thousands of miles away internationally, believe me, man, it will change their lives. I know that the crime rate will go down. And the main reason is because people will realize that there's more to life, or there's other avenues to acquiring money than selling drugs, right? A lot of the times people sell drugs because that's all they see and that's all they know. But if you take them abroad, introduce them to new circles, especially at a young age, once their mindset is expanded, it'll never go back to that hood mentality, because they know there's truly an abundance. Everything is in abundance. But when you're in the hood, there's just a stench. There's like a smell. There's like, you probably won't understand until you've been there, but there's just like that feeling of dog eat dog, of lack mentality, right? I have to get over on you in order to win. And then you have that that same mentality of you have to get over on me in order to win. But essentially, in this world now, there's abundance all over. Everyone's winning. There can be multiple millionaires, right? You can be a millionaire, multi-millionaire. I can be a multi-millionaire. It's so many people that can be multi-millionaires with the right work ethic, that it's not a dog eat dog world, right? There's collaboration over competition. Propels a lot of us forward a lot quicker, right? And back to, I don't want this is already 10 minutes, right? But essentially, Virtual wholesaling is what I'm working on. Me dropping videos daily, updating you on my progress. If you're interested in what course I actually purchased, it's the guy Chris Bruce. Mentor of mine always said, hey, if you see somebody who you would essentially step into their shoes and feel comfortable doing it, the guy Chris Bruce, 10 years in the game, he wholesales virtually, he's a family guy, seems pretty good, seems pretty cool, and the course so far is really good. Like I said, I'm gonna drop jewels day by day on what I'm doing, how I'm time blocking, and things like that. And man, I hope you guys, if you do want to hop into real estate, hopefully this can be like a roadmap for you guys. Currently, right now, I don't own Sugar Honey Iced Tea right now, right? But that's in the now. In the future, as we go across, as this channel grows, man, it's going to be a lot of great things coming from this channel. A lot of love, a lot of abundance, and hopefully, when you watching this, we'll be able to connect. And man, we might take a trip or a flight together. But hey, man, this is inception. This is video 1 of virtual wholesaling and my journey. So catch you guys on the next one.